Hey guys, Max115, welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. I'm in the middle of attacking right now. You can see my offensive statues are still boosted. I have heavy Zuka training, but I wanted to, share some of these replays with you guys before I lose them from my log. Before we get started, as I'm recording, I'm checking on my YouTube channel. We're sitting at exactly 990 subscribers, so 10 more people. It's all we need to hit that 1,000 subscriber not a goal really, milestone I suppose we can call it. So I'm excited, and again, so this upcoming weekend we'll be posting a video on Q&A. So any questions that you guys want to ask me, whether it's game related, Boom Beach related, or any other game that I play, or even personal stuff related, go ahead, feel free to ask me, and I'll be answering all your questions. So anyhow, I have a few attacks in here that I wanted to share, so we can just go ahead. Of course, I am going to full boost with my 4 offensive statues boosted. This first base, well, this was actually pretty easy. It's 6 ice statues, but no boost, or I'm sorry, 7 ice statues. There's one up here if you haven't seen it. So 7 ice statues, but no boost, so that's not going to be a big issue. It only took me 1 try to get him. So I have been attacking with RZCM, 3-3-1-1 ratio, so 3 bolts of rifles, 3 bolts of Zukas, 1 bolt of medic, and 1 cryoneer. 1 bolt of cryoneer. So here we flare to the corner under a smoke and throw some critters. As soon as that smoke ends, or the smoke clears out, then all my troops will just kind of come out of there shooting, guns blazing, and eating the entire base from the corner. The good thing is that there were no flamethrowers, at least just yet, so my troops were able to spread out and make a really strong formation. Once the flamethrowers do come into play, it won't be too much of an issue. I can't hide the fact that, of course, this is going to be very easy because he's not boosted. Out of 7 statues, if only the masterpieces were boosted, it would have made that base 100 times harder. And if all of the ice was boosted, then maybe I couldn't have even beaten it. Most likely I wouldn't be able to beat him. But anyhow, pushing is also involves a little bit of luck and a little bit of good timing. So, and I have been relying on that a lot. So, be lucky that you spawn some easy bases once in a while. Be lucky that your enemy boost kind of ran out, or be lucky that one of their prototype defenses expired. So that's happened to me quite a few times. And my personal favorite, I love when I'm lucky enough to catch the other guy with his base on the beach, so I can just kind of sneak in there and take that HQ without losing any single troops while he's beaching it for somebody else. So I think that's only happened to me maybe 2-3 times total, no more than that, and all the months that I have been pushing in Boom Beach. So anyhow, this attack, it's been going pretty well. You can see I still have a ton of troops, and we're already done with this base. So I wasn't very concerned because, like I said, if the troop damage isn't boosted, then your troops will actually last a long time. I threw some critters because there were a couple of mines in there. I just wanted to get rid of those. And then I was saving my shock launchers, my shock bombs, until I got to that shock blaster at the end there. So there goes the first shot. I let my troops step on that boom mine, and that shock mine. Didn't really care for it. I had so many troops, and I'm so boosted that it wouldn't have been a big issue. So my troops will actually finish out that base very quickly, and that will be the first base for the night, which was a really nice win. So again, 7 ice statues, nice win. Second base, 1290 victory points. So 4 ice statues, all 4 of them boosted. Single shield with a shock blaster in the back. This time we attack from the left side, so I'm going to take down the 1 rocket launcher in the front there. It needed an extra artillery shell, and then I clear some of those that big patch of mines by the armory there. So put all the troops up in the corner, let them walk up to the flags, otherwise they will walk very scattered. So once the Zuka start reaching the flags, that's when I throw the flare right next to that shock rocket launcher. Again, I picked the rocket launcher as the spot to park my troops because they would be standing at the blind spot. So that rocket launcher wasn't going to be an issue, and I only had to deal with the shock launcher and, well, the other defenses. Unfortunately, I kind of misplaced the smoke, and a few of my troops kind of stepped up, but it didn't matter as long as it's not my Zukas that step out. So throw some critters and a shock right on that mortar, flamethrower, shot launcher combo there, and let my troops kind of just start attacking the base. I have to shock the shock blaster because that thing just picks off my troops so quickly that You know, I personally don't like it. Although my personal worst enemy is the laser beam. Anyhow, you can see how my troops are really spreading out. The entire half of the base is covered with troops, and I just had to let my troops kind of just wear down the base by themselves. So I had a good number of rifles. That little flamethrower in front of the HQ though, it kind of did a number on me, and it just burned so many of my rifles. I wish it hadn't, but anyhow, I'm actually gonna end winning this raid, but I will end up losing a lot of troops, mainly because of that one mortar on the right side of the HQ. And that shock blaster is just relentless shooting. And plus, that thing has so much health. So, the small amount of Zookas that I had left, see, it actually finished off all my Zookas. And now I turned to the group on the left. And that thing is just so deadly. But fortunately, you know, I had just enough damage to take down the HQ. So, whew. Yeah. Yeah, I only ended up with, what, 5 Zookas in there out of my entire group. So, only 4 ice statues. Gave me a lot of a problem, but again, it only took me 1 try, so you know, I guess we'll count that as a successful win. Now, Masca is another base that we've beaten before. 6 ice statues, I think it is. Only masterpieces boosted, single shield, although the shield is put on the left side. It did take me 2 times. The first time I attacked from the right side up here, and I failed. So this time I decided to go for the left and take down the shield generator first. So I took down the rocket launcher in the front. And I cleared some of the mines by the sniper tower there. And again, put all the troops on the left side. Kind of just let them gather up at the flags. And then I didn't bother taking down any of the buildings. I just flared straight into it because I didn't want to lose too many troops. So just careful with my smokes. Kind of try to guess where they're going to be walking. And just, you know, reverse smokes at the end. Of course, to protect those medics. And most of them they're pretty good. There were 2 mines next to that sniper tower, but I know 2 mines won't kill my troops. You need 3 or more to actually kill them. So right there, so threw some critters and 2 shots on the shot launcher, rocket launcher there, and just kind of let them explode out. More critters to distract the mortars. And my troops will start spreading out in a second there. Right there, they're starting to spread out very nicely. More critters to distract, you know, mainly the shot launcher that was on the bottom right there. And then, yeah, so I was starting to save the shocks for the shock blaster because that's the most deadly weapon in there. So shocking a shock blaster, 2 boom cannons and 1 mortar seemed like a good deal, so that's what I did. More critters to distract whatever I could. But once the shield went down, it didn't really matter how many troops I had left because, you know, the HQ comes down very quickly when you don't have a shield. So at this point, it was actually pretty easy. And Mosca is part of the Shrey's task force, and I'm sorry because we were part of the same task force at one point, but I'm assuming that you're done pushing and I'm still pushing, so you know, I still need the VP Mosca, sorry. Alrighty. Which, by the way, guys, if I ever spawn in one of your maps, first of all, send me a picture or tweet it to me, so it'd be kind of cool to see it, especially if my base is in the snowy part of the archipelago. Second, if you don't want to tag me, at least drop me a happy face with the smoke, so I know that you're following the channel and you're supporting our push here. And if you do attack me and raid me, then you know there's nothing I can do about it. That's how the game goes, and you know, good for you if you managed to raid me. I'd appreciate it if you didn't, but if you do, I'm not gonna be mad at you. And then the last base for now is this base here, which was really easy because it only has 1 ice statue and it was not boosted, so it was actually a real easy piece of cake. I just had to clear a little bit of space. Oh, by the way, I switched to heavy Zuka for this one attack. Yeah, so you'll see it. It was a smoky hook attack rather than an RZM. I didn't think RZM was going to be good. I could have beaten him, of course, but I would have lost a lot more troops with RZCM as compared to heavy Zuka. So right there, let them clear a couple of the buildings in the front and then just smoke them to the spot that I had chosen previously. So let them all gather in there. Once they're all under the smoke, I'll throw a reflare just to regroup them so that the Zukas will be behind the heavies. And then reflare to the HQ critters and a couple of shocks around on the big splash damage. Throw a medkit right next to those Zukas and that HQ is going to come down mega quick. So right there. And that's actually a nice win too. I can't wait till I'm done with my push so I can just, you know, use heavy Zuka for all these attacks, and I'll probably start using warriors also if I can get more offensive statues. It's just that right now at this level and with all the opponents that I'm facing, RZCM is pretty much my only option. TRM is actually starting to, you know, go out of my my list because it's not being very effective recently. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos, guys. I'm going to keep this video short. Maybe I'll throw in another attack or so if I get some better attacks later through the night, but we'll see about that. Forgot to show this base to you guys. This was another RZCM attack. It was a 10 ice statue base with a laser beam. Of course, none of the 10 were boosted, as you can see here, so that made the thing that much easier. Although, I don't know, 10 unboosted bases is probably the equivalent of what, like 3 or 4 boosted base, something like that. You guys can do the calculation and let me know, but it does look pretty badass when you have the 10 ice like that. Anyhow, we took down the 1 rocket launcher in the front first, and then we're gonna smoke our troops to the right side. So put all the troops on the right side there. There were no immediate buildings to anchor them, so I was only relying on the flags and have my troops walk to the flags just to group up and then flare them behind that sawmill there. So start covering them with smokes. Just walking them carefully all the way back. Reverse smokes at the end, as usual. And, alright, so they're walking in a very nice and straight line, which is always great. Sometimes it's really hard to get them, you know, going where you want them to be. So as the smoke's about to clear out, throw some critters, a couple of shocks on the big key defenses. The main thing here was to keep the 1 laser beam shock, because that thing would just, you know, cut through all of my Zookas very quickly. So I was keeping my eye on it, and as soon as the first shock ran out, I threw a second shock without even hesitating. I mean, that thing would just kill my Zookas. Even if the statues are unboosted, I think it still has enough power to, you know, cut through all of them. So let my troops just spread out, and you can see they're clearing the entire right corner of the base. A couple of them are already focusing on the 1 HQ, and the good thing is that this group back here started going for the shield. So once the shield comes down, the HQ itself will come down easy. Threw a shock on the mortar shot launcher on the left side there just to prolong the health. I only have a small amount of Zooka shooting in here. I mean, there's a big group down here going nowhere, and there's a small group up there who finally joined the party, and the critters in the HQ kind of helped us. So the base actually came down really easily. It only took me 1 try also, so I was really glad. You know, it could have gone pretty messy very quickly, but you know, 10 ice statue is pretty nice. Even if it's unboosted, I'll still take it. Okay guys, so I want to see if I can get maybe 1 live attack for you guys here tonight. This base just kind of spawned a second ago, and it's 3 ice statues, all 3 of them boosted, but I think it can be doable if we use heavy Zooka and smoke to the corner here. So hopefully we can get this, you know, live for you guys without failing. Just because I know the video was running a little bit short, around like 10 minutes, so, and someone made a comment on the previous video that's saying that they wanted to see longer videos, so why not? Maybe we can try to accommodate for every viewer's wish in here. So let's put all the troops down, and I'm not gonna wait for that flamethrower to go down. I don't think I should. I'm just gonna go smoke all the way up now. There we go. Throw some smokes. Ooh, it was a little bit messy. Alright, they're gonna split around the quarry. Oof, not what I wanted. Okay, they're starting. Thank God for that 1 cannon. It just forces them to, you know, swivel back inside. And then here they're just funneled through the sawmill there. 1 more smoke. Alright, good. So we lost a couple of Zookas, but no big deal. Throw a reflare. That first one's just running out there. And then we're gonna flare to the sniper. Throw some critters. I'll drop a medkit also, just because, you know, my Zookas might die quickly there. So, alright, those critters are doing well. We'll do some more critters here. And try to save my shocks for when we really need them in a little bit. Right here, more critters down here. Maybe we'll put a shock right there on the shock blaster. Good, the Zookas are starting to go for that shield. I do wish I had a little bit more gunboat though. You know what, now I'm gonna shock again in here. Oh, got the sniper tower. Surprise for that. Alright, and then, oh, this heavies. They're gonna die quickly. Come on, they need to start going for the shield now. For the HQ, I'm sorry. Perfect, so now we can shock here. Medkit, and this is gonna come down. There's so many Zookas up there though. Throw an artillery shell on the HQ. Bam. Alright, that was actually pretty easy. TR Blaze Towing. Nice easy base, actually. I lost a lot of heavies though, but hardly any Zookas. Actually, 2 of the boats still have 12. Very nice. Alright, so I think with this attack, then we'll be good to end the video. So I'll see you guys next time. Okay, guys? Take care. Bye.